At-home baking? Supply chain issues? Costco's All-American Chocolate Cake has disappeared from the shelves despite thousands who have petitioned to bring it back. Why did Costco eliminate this popular item? Keep watching to find out. 2020 was a difficult year, and you can add the decreasing demand for big birthday cakes to our laundry list of complaints. Actually, according to Numerator's Sweet Treat Tracker, cakes and other sweets as a category were up in 2020 as we turned to comforting foods in trying times. But the All-American Chocolate Cake wasn't just any cake. It was a massive cake made for parties. And you guessed it, there were far fewer parties in 2020. In fact, research reported via the New York Post found 6 in 10 individuals only felt comfortable attending virtual events last year. Think of that impact in terms of birthday cakes alone. Holiday celebrations took a hit too. Just 27% of Americans planned to celebrate Thanksgiving with people outside their household in 2020, according to a survey requested by the New York Times. For many, Christmas was canceled too. All missed occasions for us and the All-American Chocolate Cake. Next on our list of potential reasons for the All-American Chocolate Cake's demise, we have the entire phenomenon of pandemic baking. With so much time at home, people everywhere embraced their inner baker. Sales of baking-related products like baking chocolate shot up 24%, and The Atlantic reported flour was flying off the shelves faster than it could be restocked.
People are coping with self-isolation by making bread and other baked goods.
The benefits to pandemic baking were threefold. It gave us something to do, sweet treats are often nostalgic and comforting to eat, and for many, the actual act of baking or giving those baked creations away can be rewarding and stress-relieving as well.
That's the loaf I'm about to put in to the oven right now.
So people everywhere started going all in on cakes made from scratch. All great developments for the newly minted bakers, but not so great for the fate of our story's hero, the All-American Chocolate Cake. Not only did Costco discontinue its All-American Chocolate Cake in 2020, it also announced in a Facebook post that it would no longer be offering its equally popular half-sheet cakes.
There's another big change at Costco that shoppers are noticing.
Costco's half-sheet cakes were a blank slate for customization and could serve up to 48 people for just $19.99. Perfect for weddings, grad parties, and anywhere else you need an affordable yet crowd-pleasing option. Costco's half-sheet cakes likely met their demise for the same reasons as the All-American Chocolate Cake. Fewer occasions where we needed to feed 20 or more people, and a shift towards favoring tiny cakes over massive ones. Costco now instead offers 10-inch round cakes in both chocolate and vanilla, and their 2 layers are more in line with serving the smaller gatherings we were growing accustomed to. While the chocolate version is similar to the All-American Chocolate Cake, it's filled with chocolate mousse instead of fudge. While fans on Reddit give it mixed reviews, most say it isn't as good. As many companies have, Costco was navigating supply chain issues around the time the All-American Chocolate Cake disappeared in 2020. According to its chief financial officer, Richard Galanti, the members-only warehouse was struggling to keep products like sanitizing wipes, baking yeast, and laptops on shelves. And making more room for these highly sought-after items meant cutting back on other offerings that weren't as in demand. Costco wasn't the only retailer to streamline what they were stocking in an effort to manage inventory, increase sales, and cut expenses in a chaotic time. These impacts were felt across the industry, and some of the sacrifices that had to be made inevitably involved food products that were not as in demand as pantry staples or items like paper towels.
And you can't find lumber to build a new home. Well, you can't find products to stock the shelves of your small business. You can't find holiday gifts.
Let's not forget that Costco discontinued items well before we were hit with a global pandemic. So there is always a possibility that the All-American Chocolate Cake would have gone the way of the dinosaurs without any help from the virus. In fact, roundups of all the amazing Costco items we've had to part with over the years are a pretty frequent occurrence. Thankfully, there's a way you can tell if any of your Costco favorites are about to get the axe. As explained by Reader's Digest, items that the wholesale store is not planning to restock will have an asterisk in the upper right corner of its price tag. So if you see one of these asterisks on a shelf-stable product you can't imagine living without, clear out a space in the pantry and stock up. You might be thinking 2020 was the definitive end for the All-American Chocolate Cake, but in a surprising and welcome twist, it would seem those 7,000 petition signers may have gotten their way after all, or a version of it at least. Earlier this year, Costco put a smile on faces across the nation when it brought back the All-American Chocolate Cake in a smaller but undeniably cuter miniature version. These mini cakes are made with the same chocolate cake, fudgy icing, and chocolate shavings that made the original version of the All-American Chocolate Cake the mega hit that it was for so many years. And while the standard size all-American chocolate cake was $16.99, the new cakes are available in packs of 6 for just $7.99. So far, the miniature all-American chocolate cakes seem to be a big hit with the originals fans. Each one is a bit larger than a cupcake, making them the perfect size for 1 or 2, and a great solution for socially distanced gatherings as everyone gets their own serving and keeps their germs to themselves. Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more mashed videos about your favorite stores are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.